It was late at night on an early Friday morning, as Terry Martins was lying in bed. His room was shadowed in darkness, with the only light coming from his iPhone. For the past few hours, his eyes have been glued to his screen. He had been scrolling through social media, watching YouTube videos. Terry was so absorbed in his device that he didn't hear the sounds of rain and thunder that were raging outside. Terry then checked the time. It was 2:30 in the morning, and his phone was almost dead. So he plugged in his phone and prepared to go to bed. He closed his eyes and drifted off to sleep. Then Terry was awakened by a notification on his phone. Still a little tired, Terry grabbed his phone from the nightstand. It was a text message from an unknown number. It read, "Hello. Who is this?" Terry responded. After a couple of seconds, they replied, "It's Tina." Tina. Terry was confused. He doesn't know a Tina. He assumes that this person must have the wrong phone number. It was a very common mistake. Hell, even Terry himself had done it at one point. So he responded, "Sorry, you have the wrong number." Terry then turned off his phone, put it back on the nightstand, and closed his eyes once more. But it wasn't long until another notification went off. Annoyed, Terry grabbed his phone again. It was another text message from the same number, Tina. "Are you sure?" the message said. "Yes, I don't know anybody by the name Tina." He typed the message with a sigh. As soon as he sent the message, Terry set his phone back down and prepared to go back to sleep. But before he could even close his eyes, his phone buzzed again. By this point, Terry had started to get frustrated. He snatches the device up from the nightstand. But when Terry saw the message, his frustration quickly turned into subtle dread. "So your name isn't Terry, right?" Tina's message read. Terry was starting to get weirded out by this. How does this person know his name? Terry then just shakes his head. He assumes that it's just a coincidence. After all, there were plenty of people in the world named Terry. Surely this Tina person was talking about somebody else. So Terry responded with a simple no. He looked at the screen for a couple of moments, waiting for another message from Tina. After several minutes with no response, Terry set his phone back down, hoping it's finally over. He then closes his eyes as he tries his best to fall asleep. After 10 minutes, Terry was fully unconscious. Then another notification buzzed on his phone. The sound caused Terry to jolt awake. He then turned and picked up his phone once again. It was a text message from an unknown number. No doubt it was Tina. It read, "So, this is not you?" Then immediately after he read the text message, another notification appeared. Tina appeared to send him a photo. Terry was starting to get scared by this point. He was afraid to even look at the image. He contemplated whether he should just shut off his phone and go back to sleep. But at the same time, he was morbidly curious. After a minute with his thumb over the photo notification, Terry's curiosity got the better of him, and he tapped on it. The screen opened up and showed the image. It was a photo of him, sleeping in his bed. What was once fear turned into pure terror, as Terry immediately tried to turn on his lamp. But no matter how many times he frantically flipped on the switch, the lamp wouldn't turn on. He realized that the storm must have shut off the power. Terry then quickly turned on the flashlight on his phone. He looked around his bedroom, but besides his furniture and some garbage on the floor, which he forgot to throw away, there was nobody in the room. Terry was panicking. Somebody was in his house, and they were watching him sleep. He also noticed that his phone was at 5% of battery before immediately going down to 4%. Then Terry fired off a string of text messages. "Who the fuck are you? Get out of my house. I'm calling the cop." But none of them went through. The phone was now at 3%. He then tried to dial 911, but after a minute, the automated voice on the other end told him that the number was currently unavailable. The phone was now at 2%. Terry then went back to his messages and saw the typing indicator. The unknown number, Tina, or whoever the hell this person is, was about to send another text message. The phone was now at 1%. Terry's eyes remained locked on his screen. After a long, agonizing minute, he received a text message. Look up. Terry raised his eyes away from his device. Standing a foot away from his bed was a girl. She appeared to look like a rotten corpse, almost skin and bone. She was looking at him, staring at him with her pitch-black eyes. Before he could even say a single word, she lunged at him. His screams tore through the house, only muffled by the heavy sound of rain. His phone then clattered to the floor. The phone was now at 0%. The screen went black, leaving the room in complete darkness.